So we got 2. These things are heavy.
Nice job.
Good job spotting them. Great start to a beautiful day. We got 2 rough grouse. Looks like one is a male, one's a female. We brought the 20 gauge shotgun and the 17 HMR. That's what we shot them with. So that's a 17. It's, I guess, similar to a 22, but goes a lot faster and shoots really straight. Really fun rifle to shoot. We just got that rifle sighted in at home before we came out here. We're gonna load up with some more ammunition and we're gonna go on down the trail. There's 2 huge ones right there. I'm gonna try to get this one.
Oh yeah, I see. These are males. I see them. We finally ran into this group. We saw all these fresh tracks, and I don't know how many it is, maybe 6 or 7. I'm pretty sure these are actually sharp-tailed grouse. I think we've only gotten sharp-tailed grouse once before, and their meat is similar to the spruce grouse. They have like a darker meat, and we also have the rough grouse too, which tastes just like chicken. So we'll see if we see any of those. Nice job. A soul ptarmigan.
Just recently, we started trying instant coffee, and it's making our coffee time a lot more pleasant and quicker. Usually when we make coffee, we do it like a French press, so we gotta put the coffee in there, let it sit about 4 minutes, stir it, let it sit like another 4, and then you get your coffee, but then you gotta clean the jet boil out and everything. This is just like a cheap one we got at a grocery store called 𝐒𝐢𝐻𝐿 Mexicano, and it's instant coffee, so you just put a little bit in your cup, pour hot water, and then you hit the road again.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, his crop's completely full. Oh, nice one. So they were eating just little twigs. Oh no, this one had a berry. Tips of a plant. Like I guess that'd be the most tender part right now. And that's a low bush cranberry, it looks like.
Nice.
These are gonna be some tasty birds eating those berries. Let's see. It's good. Yep.
Not too shabby. Do you need to come in? I was gonna ask you, do you want me to just like move all this stuff off the seat to
Okay. We did it.
Time to party.
We can shut off the
Chalk.
shut off the van and
Sure.
turn off the lights and we'd cook, right?
Sure. Sounds good to me.
Fire's right up. You warm enough? You need a jacket?
No, I have a lot of layers on. I'm actually like too warm right now.
I can't smell them for some reason. And there's two.
Oh, tomb.
broken, but we'll fix it.
Eric says they're done. They have a little bit of tuna on them, and we have some chips on the side. They smell just like chicken.
Chicken or a hot dog.
Or a hot dog. I feel like they smell like chicken. Is that guy, he's totally done?
I don't know.
Ooh, it smells really good when you put the garlic back in the hand.
They all done. Let's turn it off. Okay. Let me cut them up and then we'll eat them.
Cool. Thank you, hon. Very much.
Oh, that's good. That's good. There.
Taste them.
Nice and tender.
I think it's when they come out of winter or something, they start eating. We don't usually hunt grouse in winter.
No. No, that's fresh meat right there. Look at that little sandwich. Little chip sandwich thing.
Ice on the machine.
Oh, it's definitely frozen here then.
Mm-hmm.
We better hurry up and eat.
It's under 32.
Definitely. Anti-slip engaged. Not gonna be able to repair this.
No. And all our time and all our journeys. All right, we made it to our final destination. We're gonna be doing some ptarmigan hunting today. Unfortunately, we have a flat and there's a lovely little friendly gray jay over here. Eric and I have been super enjoying the sunshine this week. It's returned to Alaska and we've got warm weather. It's a beautiful day to look for some birds. We've been traveling around a little bit. We made a few pit stops. Today's a hunting day and we're gonna get out there.
Where'd he go?
He's out there. I hear him. He's just right here somewhere. He'll be back. They live bananas. So this is what we're looking for, fresh tracks. And this guy actually took off. That's a launch site where it flew away. Lots of tracks down here. A lot of tracks to snow animals.
Yeah.
But they're fresh though.
They're fresh, yeah.
Okay, we'll head back up. It's hard to stop and then get going again. My machine, you really got it. My machine, I have to do it with more gas. If I stop it all, then I get it like I'm gonna tip. I don't remember it being hard on the way back last time. Okay, I'll meet you up there. Look for some birds. Keep going that way or this way? Looks like you can go both ways.
The whole valley and just go all the way around.
Okay. A lot of marks. I can't see if there's any birds.
A lot of tracks in there.
Oh, my brakes!
A lot of tracks to the left.
I know, those we can't really ride now, though, so. Super old. A bunch of them were roosting here. Oh! That's deeper than it looks. Those are all the snow roosts. Those are all their holes. There's a bunch of holes right there. There was a bunch of birds there. There was...
How many birds were here? Hundreds?
Hundreds.
I mean, that's insane.
They were here for a long time. Looks like this one needed a runway to get going. I feel like for me to get this hill, I gotta do it in one shot. Okay. I won't be able to... I can meander, like wave, but I can't do the side stuff like this, the whole side step, or I won't get it. Just back up or something. No, that's way too much snow.
Hey, you think she'll come out of there?
She wants to go that way, so yeah. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So, you want to go first?
Maybe I should go first in case I get stuck or something.
Try the same trail.
Gosh.
There's tons of ptarmigan tracks everywhere.
Yeah, no, and
you know what's going on?
No, they're not fresh.
There's a wolf or a coyote.
That's what I was supposed to say, is a wolf or coyote.
All over. Sticking out of the ground. And he walked right by it and like, I don't know if he chewed on it or sniffed it, but you could tell he stopped there for a second.
A fox?
Either a fox or a wolf or a coyote. I couldn't tell what it is.
Is that maybe from a year ago?
It's pretty bleached, right? Pretty white.
Like that couldn't be, but I mean that couldn't be from last year because see how it's already starting to kind of...
Yeah, it's probably from prior years, right?
There's an insane amount of ptarmigan tracks up here, and there are what we just learned is called snow roos. So we've been paying attention to ptarmigan and grouse and the various tracks they make over the years, but we did not know that the little holes that they bury themselves in are actually called snow roos. Ptarmigan and some grouse will actually dig themselves a hole in the ground. We've ptarmigan hunted before where they're completely buried, and every once in a while you'll see like a head pop up and you'll see a little black eye just poking out. I don't know if they do that just at night or during storms, but eventually they come out of their hole and they go on and feed for the day or fly off to another area. How many did you see?
There's at least 5 right there. I think they're huge.
Where's males?
I was like, is that snow?
No, I know. I thought it looked like snow clumps too. Gotta wait. Oh no, they're all black.
Got one. It's a nice little ptarmigan, a willow ptarmigan. Seems to be that there's a fox out here hunting them. We just found its poop, and there's a lot of tracks, so I'm guessing they're kind of spooked. The 4 that I missed, they went that way. Let's see if we can find them.
No luck?
Once they take off, if you don't see where they go, you can't really find them.
They're completely blend in. I got one, another willow ptarmigan. I actually shot two, but unfortunately that second one, I was too close to it. It was kind of making its little roost and I just got it too directly on. We're a little surprised to find that they're already going to bed for the night. They popped up out of their little caves. I didn't want to push them too hard, so I let them do what they were doing, and they were starting to make some little holes again in the ground. Eric looked for those other two, but we couldn't find them. So we're just gonna keep looking around. But at this point, if they're making their beds for the night, the only thing that can happen is when we drive over, it can kind of flush them out. Pretty hard to tell, but I think those are old wolf tracks. That's must be more than one wolf, I think. There's a bunch of them, Eric. Eric, look at your right, hun.
Here, I got you.
I bet you they won't fly away. They're eating.
Damn it, they're moving so quick. Look at all of them.
It's a lot of them. Oh my gosh, it's a bunch of them. That's a beauty, hun. Oh my gosh, look at his weight of this. Oh my gosh, you know what you just got?
What?
You didn't even notice.
The rock?
You got a rock. Look at the eyelash.
Huh.
It's probably like 30 to 50.
Wow. We got a rock ptarmigan. Arielle found this group, probably about 30 of them. And we shot this one with the 17, and they're up there maybe like 150 yards. I'm gonna try to come from the bottom, see if we can get a couple more. They took off over the top, but they could still be over there.
Yeah, they didn't fly very far each time.
I only got one. Better than none, right?
Did you just get this one down the hill? They're probably over on the other side.
They are. We can go over there and check if we want. I'm
It's
just trying to, I'm really trying to go for a good shot on them. That's what I missed, because I'm trying to get them like in the neck or the head.
Yeah, you don't want to damage the meat.
I don't want to damage the meat, so.
Well, they just keep flying back and forth.
We split up and I ended up getting 2 more birds. Everything looks the same around here. So what I did is, after I found them and got these 2, I was gonna go back and get Arielle. I made a direct track with my snow machine, and then I put an arrow with my feet, the direction that I saw them last. We're gonna go down there and see if there's any more.
Everything does. You know, when I was over there, do you hear that? I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything at all.
You didn't hear me shooting?
Gosh, no. Are you kidding?
Man, I shot
no,
like 4
I came
times.
back and I was like, well, Eric either went back, like he's going back home.
Yeah.
And I was like, or the flock turned around. And I was thinking, oh, well, and I swear I heard your snow machine that way. And I was like, I guess he's going home. So that's, I saw your track. And then I think I stopped and I heard you coming from the back. They're right in front of us. Where'd they go?
To the right, they're heading up the hill.
No, there was closer ones. Really stop.
Oh, you got one.
Got it.
See, reload, get another one. They didn't fly away, did
Yeah,
they?
the one behind it didn't fly away. Got it.
You did?
Yeah, I got it. We went from no birds to filling our limit, or filling our bag. What do they say?
You look like Mark Wahlberg.
I was like,
You got one?
yeah, no, he's
Yeah,
down.
let's go grab the bird.
Let's go grab it. It's a male. Very nice, huh? We ended up with 3 willow ptarmigan today, and the rest are the rock ptarmigan. The way you can tell the difference is this one does not have any black on its head. It's just got a black beak. This is a willow ptarmigan. And the rock ptarmigan, this is a really good example, has black eyeliner, or a mask is what they call it. And I think this is actually a male.
Yep, I'm done. We're good to go. We even got air pressure and everything.
And then you have one that may also be a female. It said 1 in 5 females can have some, like a variation of the black marking. I think it works really nice that you don't have the shot and the birds and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm doing that too one time at night, like at 10 at night, and I was like, okay, I hear these suspicious people doing it in a van. And I think they were just looking at the normal lights.
Does exist in the bush.
You need a bunch of stuff out of the fridge, you said. Diamond plate, yeah, diamond plate. You know what happened there?
Huh?
I said there was some rough riding yesterday. Disappeared into the thicket.
Oh yeah, you can't see nothing on there. It is.
I really don't know how people
deep.
hunt them.
You gotta see them.
I think they have to be out in more of an open with the bushes and just be at the base and you can see them.
Maybe being quiet and they're just jumping around doing their thing. Not run into that thing.
Do you know how much we burned last night?
We burned about,
Oh no, I meant just on the assumptions.
yeah, about 3 gallons each probably. What an awesome trip it's been so far. One thing I will mention that is kind of a con to this van, when they convert these specific ones to 4-wheel drive and they put the transfer case in there, they have to cut about 1 foot out of the fuel tank and then they weld it back up. So it has a smaller tank than it would have as it came stock. I think it's maybe like a little under 30 gallons. And when you're driving an 8,000 pound van, pulling about a 5,000 pound trailer, you go through a little fuel. So we're packing some extra with us and I'm just topping it off right now. We ended up only using the diesel heater for 1 night. It worked okay. We had it on level 1 and that was a little too cold. We cranked it up to level 3. That was a lot better. The problem is the diesel heater's outside, so it's sucking in that really cold, I think it was 0 degree air, and then it's not heating it as good as it could. The van's not exactly set up how we're going to use it because we just got it. So over the time we have it, we'll learn what we want to do and things that we don't want to do, and we can make some modifications, make it a little more comfortable for us. We've been pretty much just leaving it running at night and running the heater. When we were taking the spare tire off the trailer, I really had to fight a bolt to get it unbolted, and that's why. The bolt snapped off. It was seized up for some reason. I don't know why. I've taken that on and off before. And then this is the culprit. They gave us the flat tire. Pretty big bolt, left a big hole. We definitely can't repair the tire, so we'll have to get a new one. It's always important to be prepared when you're on trips like this because there's no services around. You know, you need to have all the tools, everything you need. Unfortunately, we don't have everything we need. I don't have my air compressor with me. I don't have my tire repair kit. That's still in our other truck. So we got lucky that we had everything to change this tire. I've already fueled up the machine, so those are ready to head out. And then we cleaned all the birds last night. It went pretty well. It was getting really cold out there and our water and everything was starting to freeze. Let me show you inside the van and what it's looking like as of now. Well, we have a lot of stuff in here right now. We went through Fairbanks to get here, and we had some stuff to pick up. This is parts for the sawmill, since it's sawmill season pretty soon. We picked those up, and then we've also got 2 huge boxes, and those are tree stands that we're going to be using this spring on a hunt. This van fits so much, and it's awesome because when it's cold out, we can be in there sleeping, but we can also have all of our gear in there, ice chests, batteries, anything we want, and it's not going to freeze. Arielle and I both agreed that this has been the most comfortable we've ever slept inside of a vehicle. We've got our cots in there. I put like a thick blanket underneath us. We've got sleeping bags, pillows. We're just having a really great time with it so far, and the plan for today is to try a new trail. So we're at the little trailhead, and we're heading up those mountains over there. Yeah, I think we're done back here.
Big male. What's a huge male?
Nice big one.
What's that sound, Bridget? 2 minutes in.
Yeah, 2 minutes in.
Good job. We got to get up over a ridge, and then we pretty much descend. I'm guessing it's that ridge right there. Nice day, huh?
Yeah.
Do you see the trees on the left?
You want to get into that saddle, right?
I want to get into, you basically see that notch even too. I'm going to kind of head for the crack. So what we're doing is I'm kind of dropping down in this bowl. The trail, it's a summer trail, is it kind of side hills, and side hilling on snow machining is super rough, at least for us because of our machines. They like to tip. I mean, Eric's doesn't tip easily, but mine will. So you're kind of fighting it the whole time. It's definitely a leg workout, and he had an idea to drop down here. You know, that way you're going more straight rather than side hilling. And he's just bonsaied up there. So I gotta go catch him. Hopefully we can get to that valley.
Did some adventuring today, ended up in this really nice valley, and did some snowshoeing around here. We're hoping it's an easy ride up the hill. It's pretty steep. The snow's getting a little soft since it's warming up, and then we're gonna eat some food back at the truck. Or the van.
The van.
It's a van.
The rig.
Back at the rig.
It's just now, the early morning sunshine, FYI.
Yeah.
I see ones under the trailer. Yeah, they like, I would think like a mad animal to this. They made a freaking mess.
Look at this.
What monsters.
I mean, they're all over. And look at it, they just went right in the back. And they
That looks like a
got 'em.
dog or something got in it.
Look, that's all the stuff they were eating.
Yeah. I can't believe they're destruction. Well, we can still use the bag, right? Eric and I always take this stuff home to compost it. And we've never had a raven get into our bags, but there was 2 ravens here. Just completely shredded everything. I was really looking forward to the cookout on the deck over. Now it's going to be a feather out, huh?
What a day for a cookout, and we're using our old school Coleman dual fuel stove. We picked this up used a few years ago, and I've always had a problem with pumping it to get the pressure in the gas, and I ordered a new little replacement plunger from Coleman. It was super cheap, like a few bucks, and this thing is cranking now. So we're gonna start some appetizers here with parts of ptarmigan and some livers. In the pan.
Pretty neat. We were actually able to salvage the meat from that one that I was worried about yesterday. So this has been an awesome trip. We've got food for the trip when we're out here, but then we also have some extra meat that we can bring back home. And I did want to mention that there was a case of mistaken identity yesterday. So I was wrong about something. I wanted to make that clear. Eric and I are more familiar with hunting willow ptarmigan and white-tailed ptarmigan. Willow ptarmigan are the biggest of those birds. They have black tips on their feathers, and then they have a really wide, like, black beak. Pretty easy to tell the difference between those. And the white-tailed ptarmigan obviously have white tails. And with the rock ptarmigan, I thought that all of them had the little mask, but it turns out it's actually the males only that have the mask. They say a few of the females can have kind of like a variation of it, but in general, it's just a male. So yesterday when I was holding them up, we had a rock ptarmigan male, and then there was a rock ptarmigan female. Another way you can tell the difference between those is they have like a narrow bill, and their feet are a lot smaller. So when we put them next to the willow ptarmigan, there was a pretty, night and day difference. But pretty neat. We got 4 different kinds of birds on this trip.
The last one we shot was a spruce grouse, right?
Yeah, we have a spruce grouse. So I think we're gonna cook all of the different varieties.
Does that not look good?
I'm hungry.
I'm Eric. That one's done.
How's it done? They're usually pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Oh yeah, like a little offer. I like liver.
I like chicken livers and things like that, but I don't like caribou and moose liver as much. It's too much liver.
I really like those livers. I think it's like a pre-tenderized meat. Do you agree with that, baby?
Really good.
Someone shot this one straight in the heart. The skewer.
Willow, ptarmigan, rock ptarmigan, spruce grouse, sharp-tailed grouse.
That's actually the sharp tail.
Okay, sharp-tailed grouse, spruce grouse.
They all look the same.
Herb butter, salt and pepper.
Perfect time for us to come out here. This season is going to come to an end as these birds get ready to breed. The ptarmigan, the limit was 20 and it just reduced down to 5 a day. So it's very generous and you're allowed to have 2 days limit out here. The grouse, you can keep a lot more of those. I think it's 15 a day. Spring!
It is spring. I don't think there's a cloud. There's not
No.
one cloud.
No.
There's not a single cloud.
No. There's the sun.
There's a huge sun way in the sky and not a single cloud.
Okay, I think it's done. These birds eat different things and they also taste different depending upon the season and the region.
I feel like the best one I've ever eaten was a ptarmigan in the
Fall.
Yeah, like late summer, early fall, where they were still eating like really good food. They weren't just eating frozen little buds and sticks.
We found berries in those, and they were literally the most divine birds we've ever had.
So good.
The second best would probably be rough grouse we've had, and it honestly did taste like chicken. It was a little lighter of a meat.
Okay, what are we eating first?
This is sharp-tailed
Okay, I'm going with that.
grouse. Oh, honey, I have 2 skewers.
Okay.
We had this other night, so. The crunch on it is so good.
Yeah, it has a charbroiled crust on there. That's better than last night. That was really good.
That is
good.
I really like the crunch on it. Like,
That to me tastes like barbecued chicken.
so my eyes are having a hard time saying it, but not my mind. My mind and my eyes. You get what I'm going with that one.
You're going grouse on me. Okay, this is spruce grouse. Immediately, that one's not as tender. It's a little chewier.
Interesting. Oh, yeah. I don't think that's how you cooked it. It's tougher. It is a little tougher.
Same flavor, just tougher. Rock ptarmigan?
Rock ptarmigan. Thank you. I'm getting my...
You're really gonna like that.
Okay. Yum.
Chicken.
Flavor? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I like those more. They taste more like chicken.
Yeah, this is the little willow ptarmigan. Okay.
I like them all. For some reason, the spruce grouse today, maybe because he hadn't eaten, he was the only one that was a little weird. Not weird, but...
Yeah, this one's a little chewier, huh?
But flavor, man.
Flavor's there.
I really like that one, too.
Can't complain with any of those. Those are all absolutely delicious.
Yeah. That's a sharp-tailed.
That's good.
It's
That's
really good. We have eaten, only one time have we eaten ptarmigan, or 2 times, different kinds in the winter that were a little, they just have a little more of a gamey taste.
No gamey, yeah. That's all, folks. It was a great trip. We're heading back home.
Thanks for coming along.
We got a long drive home, too.
Which ones do you want, baby?
Oh.
That's the sharp tail. Yeah, that's a really good one. I have to say that one's honestly just as good.
Mmm. What a good lunch, huh? What a good lunch.